man. That, like I say, I don't come on here just to, run my mouth at all, ever. I just come on here when I know that, Asada, how you doing? It's time for me to start saying stuff. So I'm just gonna get right to it. You know what I mean? And y'all can record this and then just put it down. But this is what I believe. I believe that we have to start protecting what's ours. If you have black families that live near you and you don't live in a black neighborhood, if you don't know those black families, then you need to get together with those black families and put together some option that you and those other families have that live around you. So if it get bad out here, you have somebody that's watching your back, because you can't really depend on people who don't know you that well, especially if they're not your people. If you live in a black neighborhood, then God bless you, and you probably already got people sitting around you that has your back. And I don't mean to sound like an alarmist or anything like that, but you know, we have to start protecting our own. Uh, and I mean that. I'm not just sitting up here talking. I'm telling you, because I'm preparing, you know, for the worst. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And that's what it is right now. And that's where we are right now in this city of Los Angeles, in this country, in this state of California, in the country of the US. We sitting here right now, and they burning California to the ground. Basically, you know, uh, they can't, you know, scare us no more with this coronavirus, because we done found out that of the 180,000 people that died of coronavirus, the CDC now says that only 6% of them were directly connected to the coronavirus. So, everything is what it is. So that's what we know. Uh, and hey, how y'all doing? Everybody on here, I know y'all popping on here, and that's cool that y'all calling me OG Bobby Johnson and shit. And I love that. You know what I mean? Cause that's who I am. But I'm just trying to put something out there. You feel me? Like, for real, on some real shit. Get you some water, get you some supplies, get you some ammunition. You feel me? And you know what I mean? Get ready. And, don't move until you know what you're moving against. And then when you find something to move against, body it. How are you, darling? Um, you know, that's what it is. And I didn't get on here to be on here like all day, and just, sit up and run my mouth about stuff. I'm just saying, it's been what, since February, March, see, January, whatever. Coronavirus hit. It was all over the world. You feel me? Now it's happened. It's happened. Where are all the dead bodies? That's what I want to know. And I know there are people out there who have family members that have succumbed to this virus. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying, but where are all the dead bodies? Why are all the businesses shut down? Why are my kids taking classes virtually? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, why are these things happening? My kids don't need to be. My kid need to be at school with his friends, hanging out. You know what I'm saying? My daughter is in college. Why is she taking virtual classes? This is idiocy. Taxes. Trump done took the working man taxes off the table. You can't file workers work expenses on your W-2s anymore. We can't do that. Um, they gave us a double up on the automatic deductions, but that don't amount to shit. I just did 4 years of taxes, and I know I did 16, 17, 18, and 19. I did them all at once. You feel me? So I know 16 and 17, I got all kind of write-offs. I got all kind of money back. 18 and 19, I owe money. So I'm telling you, whatever Trump did with the taxes was some bullshit, and it fucked up the normal working man in this country. The W-2 employee got his ass handed to him from Donald Trump. So I know that. I'm not a Trump fan, but guess what? I'm not a Biden fan. I'm not a Kamala whatever Harris fan, because I'm from the Bay. And my peoples are in San Francisco. I know how shitty that broad is. You know what I'm saying? So this whole what's up, Yop Vander Hoover, how you doing, man? This whole, what is it? I'll take the worst or the less of the two evils. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to vote for less of two evils? That don't make no sense. And I'm not even going in no details. I'm keeping it broad and expanded so that we can see it for what it is. I'm staying on the outside. I'm just looking in. You know what I'm saying? Who is Donald Trump? What has he done? What is he doing? Biden's been in politics forever. Kamala Harris was a DA before she got into politics. So, I mean, she has a track record of putting niggas in jail. Excuse my language. Putting niggas in jail. Excuse my language. So we got Trump and whatever crony he gonna pull up, and we got Biden and Kamala Harris. I mean, what are we doing? Are any of these people gonna protect or take care of us? No. So that's the bottom line. Okay. So again, all I'm saying is stock up on some goods, stock up on some water, find the people around you that's gonna take care of you when this shit hit the fan, get you some ammunition, and when it hit the fan, find against and body it. That's all I'm saying, because that's what I'm doing. I am setting up a place outside of Los Angeles right now. I'm setting it up. If it get nasty, me and my kids is heading there, and then we gonna do business from there. And from there, I know I got loved ones around me that have my back. So I'm just telling everybody else around me, everybody that need to know. I'm not even gonna tell you what's coming. I don't know what's coming, but I know they still doing us. They still moving us like we sheep. They still herding us in a direction. I know they doing that. That I know. So we got to get it together, on some serious, serious shit. We got to get it together. Uh, I've been talking to my peoples in Detroit. I've been talking to my peoples in Chicago. I'm telling them the same thing I'm telling y'all. But the only reason I ain't talking about what I'm doing is because I'm sick of putting everything that we need to do, you feel me, live on their programs. Because this is Instagram. This is Facebook. This is the same motherfucker that's censoring you on the other fucking social media page. You feel me? So if you think you're doing something by talking about it here, all they doing is reading it here and making sure it don't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I, I mean, you know, whatever. I'm done. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? I'm just up here getting some, what I'm saying, getting some shit off my chest. And if anybody wanna, you know what I mean? If y'all want to start, okay, let me go back because it froze. If y'all want to start talking about it, and your black, your brown people, you know, your Negroes and your Hispanics and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Instead of animosity, we need to come together. I just left my man Omar. I don't know if y'all can see this fade. I'm gonna let y'all get a look at this fade. My man Omar over in Pacheco, California. He killing them with the haircuts. You feel me? Hispanic brother is throwing them down over there. So I went to go check him out, because I'm going to keep it 100. Because when I talk about it, I'm a do it. I'm not just going to talk about it and then not do it, not participate in the stuff that's coming out of my mouth. So, um, but all I'm saying is this. Hello, badass, hello, badass page. Julie, how you doing, sweetheart? Um, all I'm saying is this, man. We out here. We out here. We in this world, y'all. and I know y'all feel me because I'm speaking from my chest. We out here and we being played. Something's going on. There's no work. They got people on unemployment. You think about it. Since when if a motherfucker ever gave you something and did something in return? This motherfuckers is putting money on top of unemployment to keep you sedated. I'm telling you what it is. He putting money on top of unemployment to keep you sedated. He's sending you them stimulus checks to keep you sedated while he keep moving behind the scenes because that's what's going on. 144 federal judges appointed while we talked about his orange hair and his funny ass, the funny ass way he talked. He put 144 federal judges on benches around the country. 144 federal judges. That means there's 144 Republican judges that just got appointed to lifetime positions in the United States. That's 144 times if you go to court for any one of them judges, they're not gonna like your ass if you're a liberal, black, Mexican. You feel me? I mean, I know y'all know what I'm saying. So that W-2 employee workers' expenses are gone. Okay, so he put the judges up there. He took the money away. Now he got everybody unemployed. You feel me? And now everybody broke. And then they trying to defund the police. So what you think gonna happen with all these broke people who ain't got no money? They finna start robbing people, man. And they talking about taking away the water. They setting the woods on fire. They talking about taking away the water and the food and all that shit. Because if they keep people unemployed, don't think the people that's bringing the food into the country, the supply chain for food is about to be depleted. Y'all better wake up and take note and look at what's really going on. It's not just, it's not always about what's in front of you. You got to step back and look at the whole picture. Just look at the whole picture. Unemployment is across the board. That means the people that's bringing us our food, they unemployed too. The people that's making our food, they're unemployed too. Y'all better watch. Thank you, Big Mom. I appreciate it. I would say you look great too, but I can't see you. Um, but I'm just here, man, and I'm gonna keep doing this. Every once in a while, I'm gonna pop up, and I'm just gonna keep talking about it on a very low key, general, in a very low key and general way, because we need to stay focused and keep our eye about what's going on. All that trying to force an uprising so they can start martial law. That too, Chef Breezy. That also, but Trump already gave the country away. And that's what most people don't understand. When he declared a state of emergency, FEMA already took over the country. And he just trying to, he trying to shift and move until he can get it back. It's going to take about 6 months. And he probably can have it back in about a month or two. But he gave it away for a while. And I just want y'all to know that. He had already given it away. So, um, I'm not going to say too much without letting these people know what's really on my mind. What my agenda is my agenda. So what I'm telling everybody that's watching this little live that I'm doing on Instagram right now, get an agenda and get some backup. Develop an agenda, a game plan, and get some backup. So when they make their move, if it doesn't suit your agenda, body them motherfuckers. That's all I'm saying. Because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch these demons for what they are and who they are and what they're doing. You feel me? Y'all stay healthy. Y'all get on them supplements or your sea moss or whatever you doing to stay healthy. You get on that shit. You make sure if they let some germs go in this motherfucking country again, that we ain't feeling it. And we going to walk past that because our immune system's going to be what they are. And they not going to be able to sick no germs on us or scare the fuck out of us with no bullshit germs. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to keep it one motherfucking hundred. Get your bodies together. Get your immune systems up. Stop worrying about what they doing and start getting yours up. Everybody talking about, oh, I'm finna go. Glenn, I'm Anthony White's nephew from Richmond. Alma White's grandson. I was with your mom and brothers last Labor Day weekend. Peace to you, Big Mun. Love you, bruh. I know you family. If Anthony White's mother is your Alma is your grandmother, then you know what I'm saying? You family from way back. And God bless you. And you should be listening to this too. And you go get your brothers, Anthony and Dominic and Joseph and, you know, Moses, and we're gonna get the whole family together, man, and that's what we need to do, and that's why I'm talking to you. So you go talk to them. You feel me? Like Edwin, that's a fact. Edwin joined. What's up, Edwin? Good to see you, man. So anyway, I'm not trying to hold y'all. I just want y'all to know that there's a need for produce. There's a need for ammunition. There's a need for weapons. There's a need for water, and there's a need for vitamins, and there's a need for love to watch your back. And that's all I'm talking about. And we need to get those things together. We need to stop fighting one another. These young kids in the streets, they running around, they shooting each other, they killing each other. Us old heads need to go grab them little niggas by their lips, snatch them guns out their hands, and let them fools know that we are under attack. And if they want to shoot somebody, you feel me? We need to point them in the right direction. That's all I'm telling y'all. And that's all I'm doing. And Joe passed. I've been waiting to hear that. My father passed at 1:15 this morning, as a matter of fact, which is kind of why I'm up here in Northern California. But I wasn't gonna bring that up. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He was 90 years old. He lived a long time. So, the condolences, and I'm sorry to hear that and all that. You know what I mean? That's all cool. I love all that. But just to let y'all know, we're fine with it. The family's good. Everybody's happy. My father lived a long ass life. He lived his life. You see what I'm saying? And he did his thing. And he was 90. And I went and talked to him yesterday, and he was kind of cool. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. I went and talked to him. He was kind of cool. He was out of it. He was in it. He was out of it. He was in it. But he knew who I was because he let me, kind of direct him because he had kind of, had a little problem. So he needed the people to mess with him, whatever. And so he wasn't letting nobody touch him. So when I was like, yo, Pop, you got to chill out, and let these people take care of their business. Take care of their business. He listened to me, so I know he knew I was there. And that's really important to me. You know what I'm saying? He went to sleep last night, night before last, whatever. He didn't wake up this morning. So, he got out. He got out at 1:15 this morning. And, I'm glad he got out, like, because, I didn't want to see him sitting up there suffering like that. He didn't need that. But anyway, okay, so back to what I was saying. Um, and also, that right there just gave me a sense of, you know what I'm saying? It's time to stop because I got a chance to be a kid up until today. I still got my mom, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna always be her baby. But when your dad passed, it kind of need to grow up a little bit. And so all I'm saying is, y'all y'all know me for who I am, and I've always been the same. But I get to grow up now, and that's gonna be cool too. So let me feel this. You know what I mean? Let me see what it's like to be a man without a father. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always had my father. So now I get to feel what it's like to be a man without a father. So that's cool too. Um, but you know, he gone. Rest in peace, Pop. All that good stuff. Cool. Um, but back to what I was talking about. There are important things, and I'm telling y'all this from the bottom of my heart. There are important things going on right now, and we need to come together as people. We need to stop this. You know, everybody want to talk about. And everybody want to do. So they have us separated. If we live in public housing or something like that, then we're all, we're under gun. We don't live in public housing, and somehow we've managed to move outside, and we got our own pad. You know, we might live in a black neighborhood, but it's not like 9 times out of 10. You get a little bit of money, you go move around the white folks. I did it. I ain't gonna lie and say I didn't. I got cheddar. I went and bought a nice house. I went and bought me a nice pad in a nice neighborhood where a fight mean having an argument and not gunplay. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not putting nobody down or nothing. I'm just saying that now that they have us middle class motherfuckers or some of those upper class motherfuckers separate from the shooters who are in the public housing places. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna have our back? Hi Haley, how you doing? Nika, how you doing? Jamie Bailey, how you doing? Request to join the video. Go. Waiting for Miss Haley. Are you coming in, babe, or did you just? Oh, there you go.
Oh, hi. I didn't think you were really going to do it. Hi, Glenn.
Why wouldn't
Oh,
I?
no.
You are one of my favorite people in the whole world.
Oh, thank
Are you
you.
kidding me? Come on,
I
man.
have my glasses
I'm just,
be like you.
oh, that's right. I'm just sitting over here trying to, explain without too many details how we need to come together as people and find the people that are closest to us. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to move back home to where your folks are, then you need to find the people that are closest to you, the people that's going to have your back.
Mm.
Because I really do feel like that this whole thing is going to come to a head in a minute. You know,
Yeah.
they can't blame it on the coronavirus no more because, we're getting the information on that. And if the coronavirus was going to kill everybody, everybody would be dead by now. It's been like 6, 7 months.
Well,
You
you know
feel
how I
me?
feel about the whole
I'm
coronavirus
just, and pop,
pandemic.
okay,
So,
go back and back that up because it froze for a minute. I'm just saying that that happened and
yeah.
it's kind of still happening. It's like the death rate is staying the same and the cases are going higher. So in a minute, it's going to be billions of cases or millions of cases and the death rate going to be the same. In a minute, it's not going to be 6%, it's going to be 5%. And then it's going to be 3%. And then once they've tested all 320 million Americans, we're going to find out that only a few people died from this coronavirus.
Mhm.
Comparatively, not emotionally, per million, we're still not the worst country, in the world. Per million, we're like number 12 or 14 or something like that per million. And they're
Yeah.
trying to tell us that our country is fucked, but it's not. Per million, there are countries that are still worse than us. Anyway, I didn't want to get off on that, but I'm just saying, if we look at it the way it's supposed to be, the coronavirus shouldn't be shutting this country down. We shouldn't be out of work. Our kids should not be going to school virtually. You see what I'm
No,
saying? And I'm just talking roundabout.
I agree.
I
And,
can't hear
and
you.
you can't hear me?
I can't hear you.
Why you can't hear me? I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Can y'all hear me? Or
I,
did this,
I,
can you hear me? Yolanda, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. I lost two fathers. My biological father was murdered when I was 4, and my stepfather died in 2017. That's my condolences to you, whoever that was. Who was
you
that?
guys hear me? Glenn, you really can't hear me?
Night Train. Yeah, my condolences to you, bro.
I don't,
But Haley, I can't hear you. Can you
I,
hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, but I can't hear you.
Why?
I don't know if I muted you. No, I couldn't have muted you because I ain't
But
pimp
everybody
like
else
that. I
saying that
ain't
they can hear
suave like that when it comes to Instagram.
All right, let me
Um,
get off
but
on the next
anyway,
one.
no, just go and rejoin. You don't have to just come back
You can hear
because I
me
can't
now?
hear you. So obviously, huh?
You can hear me now?
I can't hear you, and the people can't hear you. Can y'all hear her?
Yeah, they
If
say
y'all can hear her, give
I
me a
can hear.
thumbs up. If you can hear Haley talking, give me. No, I want them to give me a thumbs up if they can hear you. Can y'all hear her?
Can you guys hear me? Give him a thumbs up so you can hear it.
I can hear. Oh, wait a minute. What? Hi, Glenn.
You
Hi,
can
Susie.
hear
Like,
me? Yes.
yes, they can hear you. They can hear you, but they
You
can't.
can
Y'all
hear
can,
me?
and obviously they can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll log off and I'll come back on and hear me so we can have this conversation. Bye. I'll be right back.
You still talking, and I can't hear you. Will somebody text me what she's saying? Somebody translate, please. Okay, but listen, you guys. Um, I am. That was my friend Haley. She lives in Los Angeles. We've been around each other for the last, 20 years, easy. Um, and she's a very dear friend. She has a charity foundation where she feeds the homeless. She goes out and feeds the homeless. You there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, she has a
Oh,
cha-
correction. I have
cha-
for 20 years because I'm very young.
okay, yeah, she's known me for about 5 years.
Over 10 years.
So when she was like, you know what I'm saying, when she was 12, I met her probably when she was 12. So we known each other for about 10 years. Vain ass. um,
No,
but no,
I wanted to say,
she has a,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Can you continue my opening, my introduction? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So she has a charity foundation called Love Thy Neighbor. She's been feeding the homeless for a long time. And I would like to donate and volunteer to her charity, Night Charity Management. And so she dope like that. I just wanted y'all to know that, that's who that is who joined, not some attention seeking, like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people feel that way. That's a real one over there with them glasses on. She's a real one. It's a real thing. Cause I only, without the glasses, she's still real. You crazy.
No, I mean what you're
But
saying with talking about the charity is in a lot of people is I've been feeding the homeless, you guys, for every single Thursday downtown, and I see a lot of the same people. I hate this whole coronavirus thing because, like Glenn said, people, kids are not in school, people are losing their businesses, their homes, and it sucks pretty much. It just and
it does.
yeah, you know,
And
for
what I was trying to say is we need to find the loved ones around us because they have us spread out. Some of us who've managed to move away from the public housing or from the public situations that we've grown up in, we've moved out into places and we don't have those people around us that have our back.
yeah.
So we need to find those people that are in our areas, that are in our place. And, let's come together and y'all need to have conversations with them. You feel me? Because I'm not telling anybody what I'm doing anymore on social media or like over the phone.
What do you mean by you not telling, like entertainment wise or your personal?
No, I'm just saying like right now, there's a whole lot of stuff I could be telling everybody, but guess what? I'm keeping it general and roundabout.
Yeah.
Get yourself together, get your friends around you that are around you together and come up with an agenda, a game plan of your own and watch and keep your eyes open so that when it goes down and it's time to start bodying people because they don't suit your agenda, then start bodying these motherfuckers. Like, I'm just trying to keep it 100, man. And I didn't even like, cause I'm tired of, I'm not even really trying to talk about too much. I just got on here to say that, we need to get our shit together.
And how
And I don't mean,
can,
go ahead.
how can we do that? I know you have some solutions over there. Your
So that's what I'm telling you. So my own solutions, I'm telling you, here's one thing we have to do. We have to make sure we stay healthy. So that if they drop another germ on us,
mm-hmm.
it's not gonna mess with us. Because they're gonna double down on this germ thing. They're gonna double down on this lockdown thing.
Mm-hmm.
They already doubling down on the political thing because the only ones we have to choose from is Trump Biden, Kamala Harris, and whoever Trump's vice president is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they telling us to run out and vote. Vote for who? For what? Why would I run out and vote for any one of those four devils that they got up there for me to vote for right now? Why? What is Biden, Kamala Harris going to do for me? Fuck black people right now. I'm just saying what are they going to do for me? Period. This is what I'm talking about. We are running out to vote. For who? For what? How is it going to help you? Who you voting for? Haley.
Are you asking me?
Who are you voting? Don't tell me who you're voting for.
Okay.
How is who you're voting for going to help you?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. So.
Okay, so this is all I'm saying. We running out, always spitting game, and I feel the same way, Mr. Do Good. I like that. How is voting for the less of two evils going to benefit us?
Mm-hmm.
It's still evil. Right?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's still evil. You know?
I mean, but one has to be our president. So either way.
One of them will be your president. Yeah. Whether you want him to or not. One of them going to be your president. It's either going to be Trump or Biden.
Yeah. Gotta pick the lesser two evils. I'm reading all these. So, Glenn, how you been? I'm trying to make lighter of the situation. How you been? How you doing?
Dude, you don't even know what's going on in my life right now because I'm telling you, I've been being quiet. I just told everybody on here that my dad just died last night at 1:15 this morning.
Glenn.
I know, and see, don't act like that because you're gonna make me cry.
Okay. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
I know. That's okay. But it's cool because he was 90. He lived a long life. Long life. You see what I'm saying? But we close. And that was a conversation we was going to have when I got back to LA.
Wait, you're not
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm in Northern California. I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I'm up here. I just got this haircut.
I see. Looking nice and fresh.
Ooh, y'all better ask somebody. Man, oh man, this dude put it on my head today, Jack. I'm telling you, he faded me like man.
You do not like LeBron age James. At all. You
like a LeBron James jump shot. This nigga gave me this fade. Y'all better ask somebody.
Last 15, 20 years, you have not aged, and the haircut makes you look younger.
Thank you, Mrs. Do Good. Yeah. Who said that? My father. What? I lost my father a few months ago. My condolences, Susie Light. You know, prayers go out to you too. Yes, yo, I'm up north dealing with my dad. And that's a conversation we're going to have when I get back to town too. I know I hadn't told you either, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of my partners on here is a hell of an artist, like crazy artist. She can paint her ass off. And I got some good news for you too, yo. For when I get back home, we're gonna talk about that.
Why we can't talk about it now? Why we can't let our 7 viewers know?
Okay, let's let all 8 people know. Yo, my boy Glenn, one of his best cats, has an art gallery down in Santa Monica. He has showings all the time. I talked to Glenn about you, and he's now talking to his people, and we're gonna try to get some of your stuff put up in the gallery. So that's the good news. And Haley want me to put it out here for this non-public that we got sitting here listening to us.
Your friends.
I told her, that's what I'm saying. I had some good news for her, but I was going to tell her in person. But since we putting it out there, there it is. There it is.
So share with everybody.
Heard
it first, but yes, right here.
Right on the OG call. Did you guys know that I have a YouTube channel called the OG call? I'm pretty sure y'all didn't know that, or maybe y'all did. But I'm as soon as I got it, and I thought I was gonna have my little podcast or my little live, and I was gonna be talking all this madness and dropping all this information and all this research that I've done on politics and everything going on, you know, everything, my whole life, whatever. I decided that, you know what? I'm sick of telling people what I'm getting ready to do.
Just
And I
do
don't mean
it.
people. I mean, yeah, exactly. So that's the whole point.
Just do
I'm
it.
tired of telling people what I'm getting ready to do, and I'm getting ready to start doing everything and I'm doing it though,
I'm still waiting to yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I am. I got it. It's all good. But I
Hmm.
mean, this whole, this whole disease, pandemic, plandemic,
Planned.
whatever you want to call it, man, this thing set us back like horribly, you know.
Yeah.
It
I
it
just
really,
it just sucks that a lot of people are just so fearful. I mean, I'm still calling people today and they haven't been outside for months and stuff. And I'm just like, you still at home? Okay.
man,
You still at
I
home,
went,
Glenn? I
I
mean,
went to a couple of house parties. I I'm outside. I'm outside talking to people. I'm having private conversations with people every day. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be silenced anymore.
yeah.
It won't be public though. It won't be public. It'll be behind closed doors and within the confines of my own little circle. And that's why I'm telling people right now. That's why I keep saying it over and over again on this live that, find your circle wherever you are in America. Find your circle. Find your circle. Find the people that are going to have your back. Develop an agenda that's going to help you, and then figure out who you want in office and see if they're going to help that agenda along.
Hmm.
You know, and 3 weeks, I'm healed now. I've been breathing issues for the damage to my lungs. You know what? Vitamin C heals that night train, that damage to your lungs. If you just, get on a regimen of vitamin C, eventually you'll see some effects that make it better. It'll get better. The vitamin C will take care of that. It heals lung
Oh
tissue.
wow.
What?
I'm just reading night
Oh
train
yeah,
stuff. I
yeah, 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 yeah. That go. And you know what's? Oh man, because that coronavirus should be dominating the conversation right now, but they're setting fires right now. Timothy Mitchum, what's up, bro? They're setting fires right now, and that's fucking the air up. And coronavirus loves polluted air. Woman, night train, woman, woman. I knew that from last time. I knew that from last time. I got it wrong last time, and I got it wrong again.
don't be getting it
No, I
wrong.
did. I
That
got it wrong though. I did.
but it is hard to
Edwin
see
says I'm
like
not.
the photo or
I'm not.
anything.
I'm not trying to get. That's not. She's got to train
Oh
for
well, then
an
you have it.
avatar. Yeah, she has a train for an avatar. But we spoke about some other things last time I did a live, which was a while ago.
So you be doing how many times you be doing these live? I haven't done a live in so long.
Every once in a while, I get on here and I try and tell people how I feel about life. You know me. And
Oh.
I was just getting on here because let me tell y'all what I'm doing right now. Personally, let me tell y'all what I'm doing right now. And this has nothing to do with anything. It's just that this is how I feel. I feel like we need to stock up on vitamins and we need to stock up on water and we need to stock up on food and goods and stuff like that. And I don't mean go out and start, whatever, panic shopping and shit like that. I just mean just get you a nice supply of some stuff
Mm-hmm.
just in case you have to sit still for a little while. Because I'm telling you, they're going to double down on this lockdown. If they don't let us out in the next month, if they don't let us out, if they don't basically say, okay, you know what, we're going to open this up and open that up. Because look, they was giving people $600 on top of their unemployment. What did that do to people? Did that help people or did that pacify people and make them sit still easier?
Yeah, it's a lot of people like, oh, I'm not going back to work.
What? I got 600 on
They
top of unemployment? I got what?
a
I can
week.
save. Yeah, I can save money. Like I got partners who saved money,
who put money away, who got a little nest egg now on top of that from that 600. Now they done put 300 on top of it, and they giving you back pay with the 300. It's like they pacifying motherfuckers.
Yeah.
For real, for real. Okay, so has anybody ever given you something and not expected something in return? No.
I have.
Well, you've given me.
I'm
Shut up.
not saying you in general. I'm just saying.
Oh, you mean you've
I see
given
the
people
homeless.
things, and I bet yeah, I got that part, Haley. But what I'm saying is that this is our government.
Mm-hmm.
This is a capitalistic society that we're born into.
Mm-hmm.
When we go to bed at night and we sleep, we wake up the next day and we owe somebody money. That's where we live. There ain't nothing in this world, in this country, that you buy that you own. People go, oh, I own this property. No, you don't, because if you don't pay the property taxes, they're gonna come take it from you. So no, you don't own it. They still own it. You think you own it, but no, you don't. You're gonna pay until the day you die, and then you're gonna leave it to your children, and they're gonna pay until the day they die.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So this wheel that they have us hamsters running on is a permanent wheel. And we're going to be on this wheel until we get enough money so we can sit our money somewhere and let our money make money.
Yeah.
And then we might not be on the hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? Then we might not be on the hamster wheel. But all I'm saying is that don't react right now. Stay back. Don't get distracted by the bullshit, the fires, the virus. They're about to dump 5G on our kids because they're already doing it in Sweden. I'm telling you, they already got 5G on the kids in Sweden. The kids are already coming up with cancer. The kids are already coming up with cancer in Sweden right now. They coming up with cancer. 3 little kids already done came up with cancer from one of them little 5G poles. It's a Sprint pole, and 3 little kids up in Sweden already came up with cancer right now. So you see what I'm saying? So they got moves for us,
Mm-hmm.
but we need to find out what their moves are, and then we need to react. We can't get distracted, and we have to stay. We have to stay 100. They teaching us how to homeschool right now. Maybe that's something we need to lock into. And when they open the schools back up, if there's a 5G tower outside the school, my kids ain't going to school. Like for real, for real. My kids ain't going to school with no 5G tower sitting outside the school. I've read The Invisible Rainbow by Arthur Firstenberg. I know what small or minimal amounts of, let me stop, electromagnetic frequencies at very low levels don't attack the body on a corporeal level. It attacks it on a cellular level. The lower the frequencies, the smaller the doses.
Mm-hmm.
The smaller the places that it affects. So at those very small frequencies, those very small megahertz, the shit hits you cellularly. It'll cause oxygen not to attach to the hemoglobin in your blood, and you'll feel like you can't breathe without having mucus in your lungs. And there's things called porphyria, and there's the myelin system that our nervous system runs on, and it's all done by oxygen. And so if 5G stops oxygen molecule from attaching to hemoglobin in the blood, then our nervous system can't function, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our lungs can't function. And like I said, I'm not going to get into the details of what I know, but I'm just telling y'all, the shit that's back here is back here for a reason. So when we get private, if y'all really want to know what this is, I'm going to tell y'all what it is. I'm not, I just don't want them to start looking at me like, oh, this dude. I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm going to keep it on a on this funky level that I keep it on, because I don't want nobody watching me.
No, I hear
So
you.
fuck that. I'm a big dummy. And, I'm just telling y'all, prepare, prepare, right? Prepare yourselves. Expect the best, but prepare for the worst. That's all I'm telling everybody. That's these 11 people that's on this, me, you, these 10 other people, because we just got another one.
Stop
Expect
counting.
the best, but prepare for the worst. Expect the best, but prepare for the worst. I'm telling y'all, because they not done. If you think they done, you crazy. They're
And
not
and
done.
I want to just throw in, do your research. Don't always go off what the media says, and that's what is getting a lot of people with just everything with the
Yeah,
5G, with the corona. Like, do your
yeah.
research.
That's
Really,
what everything.
just do your research.
I will tell y'all a small little story if y'all want to hear it.
Not really, but go ahead.
I Yeah, thank you. I gave a talk to I gave a talk to about 50 kids in the Cabrini Green projects back in the 90s. I talked to them for 2.5 hours about how I felt America was set up and what they had to do as young black children and what they had to do to get themselves together and get along in this life. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave them all the knowledge that I had, like 2.5, 3 hours of conversation, and they aired it on 9 different channels, local channels in Chicago the night after I talked to the kids. They all used the same 2 sound bites and then they commentated over what I said. The first soundbite was I used to run from the police. That's how they introduced me. Glenn Plummer, actor from Hollywood, dares gang members to quit the gangs. That was the first lie they told because the kids I talked to were not in gangs. They were on the fence. Like they could go, they could not go. It was one way.
Hmm.
But then that was the first lie they told. And then they showed a clip of me saying, yeah, I used to run from the police. And then they killed me. They showed me talking to the kids, but they commented over the whole thing. And coming back from the break, Glenn Plummer says, and then they showed me saying, I bought my first gun when I was 14. And then that was it. Those were the 2 sound bites.
Mm.
And they lied on the heading. So I knew back then, that the news and all that shit, it ain't never been true. None of it has ever been true. It's all been a pack of lies since they started.
Mm-hmm.
All of it.
Wow.
And it hasn't changed.
Mm-mm.
It has not changed. And it's not going to change. You feel me? So, I mean, Night Train, what are you saying? LLC agency, LL manager. I start my management agency, LLC, hence the name. Um, you know what, Night Train? Listen, I think you could incorporate the land and set it in a trust so they can't touch it. Yes, you can incorporate the land and set it in a trust so they can't touch it. And that's why these very rich people have things called estates and everything is set in trust. Yes, you can do that, but that's the money. Watch what you say because Prince talk about this and chemtrails and they killed him. It's really funny. I did a whole movie on chemtrails. My dude wrote a whole movie on chemtrails, and they ain't shoot him yet. That was like 8 years ago. Yeah, you feel me? Like, oops, stop that! Don't do that.
What kind of management agency do you have?
Nick Leisure, I didn't know you was in here. What's up, man? Nice to see you. Um, Night Train. She wants to know what kind of agency you're running.
Management.
Media pushes the bigger will. Night Train. We did that. Okay. Well, I guess she'll tell you in a minute. Big Dre Factor. What's up, Big Dre? Yes, sir, Nick. How you doing, man? Nick, I know you need to talk to me and I need to talk to you. We still got some business to take care of. And whatever you're doing, I'm always around. Artists, models, actors. Did you read that? Night Train Management?
I read that.
Artists, models, actors. Night Train, if any of your people need virtual acting lessons, I'm good for that. Um,
I,
Nick,
that's looking for managers. That's all I was asking. But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
we will be back on set soon, bro. Okay, good. Because we have unfinished business, and I love you, man. And you know why. You know how we do. Um, what was I saying before we did that?
Glenn, I don't know what we were talking about. We were
I
talking
talk about so much, don't I?
about,
But but I'm glad you're on here because you keep my brain, my brain. I need this stimulations, and sometimes I can't get it from, huh?
this is how you talk all the time. You like just be randomly talking about all these different facts and researches that you
I
books you've been reading,
I know.
and we be on the phone for like 2 hours, and it's like the same thing, just on IG live.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, but yeah, because you know what? Because there's nothing. There's no context. There's no context. There's no
What happened?
because I don't get on here to say a particular thing. I just love this actor. I get on here because I want to tell people what's going on, and I need people to know from like my heart, not from my brain. Like I just need them to know that it's not made up. Ain't nobody paying me. I'm not monetizing none of this. I'm just talking because this is what I believe and this is what I feel. We need to come together.
Um,
We need to come together. We need to come together. If we don't do nothing else, we need to come together. And we need to start moving as a unit. As a unit, we need to start moving. You know, and that's why I just try to keep it like. I mean, if y'all want to know something, I'll tell you. But I just don't. It just don't come to mind if I don't have somebody pulling it out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll stay back there. It's like you started talking about 5G, and we started talking about, and then they started talking about chemtrails. And yeah, I did a whole thing on chemtrails. I got a whole 38-page dossier on chemtrails that I read
are
just the
you
other day. And
Glenn?
it's
You
just
ignoring me? You heard me? Am I? You cannot hear me anymore.
laughing my ass off. This guy is hilarious. I ain't finna gas him on OG Live though. You're funny.
Glenn, can
Our
you not
biggest
hear me?
problem is petty differences and disorganization.
You can't
See,
hear me.
Edwin, my man from New York, Rikers Island, he keep me posted. He keep me posted. Edwin had corona. That's how we talked about that when he had coronavirus. He was in the hospital and we was conversating. We stayed in communication while he was in the hospital with coronavirus. And I'm going to look for your documentary. I know, right? But Edwin, just put a text up there, man, and
Thank
and
you,
and
Mr.
tell
Ray,
them,
but he can't hear it. Can you hear me, Glenn? You
say
paused.
something, Haley.
See, he
You went
can't
out
hear.
again. I can't hear you again. Um,
I think that's your phone.
well, we can hear you. Okay, so Edwin, put a text up there and tell them what kind of service you got when you was in the hospital with coronavirus. My dude was in the hospital with coronavirus for 3 weeks,
Wow.
and they didn't give him nothing except saline. They was waiting for his lungs to crash in New York. They were waiting for his lungs to crash. They sat him in the hospital and tried to wait for him to die. It was like, well, just whatever. Let him sit over there until, you know. I still remember when I first met you when I was a little teenager, seeing you in Nations Burger and ran into you. Do you remember that? Bro, I would be lying if I told you I remembered that. Nations? Nations Burger.
Where is
Hit me
that?
when you get a chance. I remember you said you're okay. I got that, Timothy.
The government is using mind control.
Glenn, the government is using mind control on the military. You know what, man? Here's the thing. The biggest mind control factor they can use on people en masse is fear. That's the biggest thing they can use. If they can scare you, they can move you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part that people don't get.
Mm-hmm.
If they can scare you, they can move you. And just think about it. Just think about this coronavirus for just 1 second. I truly believe that coronavirus was a test run. Nations in San Pablo by the casino. Yeah, I remember that Nations. It's still there. I just drove by there. I ain't went in there to get a burger, but I should. Um, but I believe it was a test run. I really do believe that it was a test run.
Who?
And they're gonna come with the real thing next. You know, yeah, a test run. They use shock therapy all the time. It's like they do this. They raise gas prices to $7 a gallon. And then they tell people, but you can only get it if your last name is this and this on this day, and if your last name is this, and they make it scarce. And they see if people still buy it, right? If people still buy it, then they go, okay, well, we know we raised it to 7. It was $1.50. We raised it to 7. If we drop it down to 4, they still going to buy it. And El Cerrito Nations, I told you Sharon Gage is my mother's. Oh, I think I do remember that. Now that you mentioned that part of the conversation, the El Cerrito Nations right on San Pablo, right before to San Pablo off of Carson. I do remember that Nations. I'll try to come back since you don't hear me. Yeah. Um, there's something bigger coming. Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. That part right there. There's something bigger coming. That part. How often do you go out and protect the police since this was your advice to others? You know what? I don't go out and protect the police, but I guarantee you, if I see somebody doing some dumb shit like that, I'll be one of the first people to step up and say, yo, you know what, man, just get a dude a break and let him get on about his business and let him do his business. Because you know what? People can talk about, defund the police. The police are fucked up. You can say all that shit you want, but I bet you the first time a motherfucker put a gun in your face and try to rob your ass, you're going to be first motherfucker wishing that the police was around to help you. You feel me? So defunding the police is not part of my agenda. I mean, okay, if you want to take some of the money and put it somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Then do that. You know what I mean? But, there's bad cops just like there's bad people running around on the planet. You feel me? There's bad people all over the place. That's why people like me need to step up and say what I'm saying. So maybe next time, one of these hard-head niggas would be like, you know what? I'm not finna cause any problems with the police. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just do what the motherfucker tell me. And I'm gonna let that go. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that too. But no, I haven't gone out and protected the police since that was my advice. And I did say that. I did say that on one of my on one of my posts or something like that. Like, yes, man. If you see some ill shit like that, man, yeah, protect the police. Why wouldn't you? You feel me? Like, why wouldn't you stop a stupid motherfucker from doing some dumb shit to a cop? Why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? It's like this. You know the only problem? The only problem is this. I'm still glad that I haven't ran into somebody that was getting done bad by the police, because I feel like I might step up and get myself shot, because I know I'll do some dumb shit like that. You feel me? I'm not one of them niggas that's going to stand around and watch the police beat a motherfucker for no reason. I'm not going to watch that happen. If I'm around, the motherfucker going to have some backup. Straight up, like on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like if I'm around and I see somebody doing some dumb shit to the police, I'm going to back up the police. Fuck that shit. My little buddy just came by. He want to say hi to y'all. Say hi, Yogi. Yogi, say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Fucker. Watch out. Say hi to the people. Yogi, one of them little Chinese dogs. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, man. Like, and that's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad that I'm where I am right now. Oh, you know what? They said we only got 21 seconds remaining on this thing, man. And I didn't even really want to be on here this long. I just really wanted to just come on here and tell some people some things, man. But you know what? I might come back